of a space shuttle, not the building. Like there should be a space shuttle standing next to it and the one that takes off.
Oh, you mean the place where they actually launched the rocket from?
Yeah, it's actually that.
What you should know what it's called, right?
All right.
Yeah, so backstory why I asked him that is he used to be a rocket scientist. That is not even a joke.
I used to be an assistant junior scientist, not rocket
scientist. Yeah, so that is not even a joke.
A trainee one, the one who has done training, that's all.
So that makes you a genius.
Yeah, and to be honest, not even lying, it's just known as stand. And FUD is out there on Krichas on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, and HR on the port area. FS is really close to them. Now, I think there are 3 teams around those areas, so that's going to be something. As you can see, Star is also there in this area of Zabawa alongside FS. So that is going to be a bad fight for FS, as previously also FS was just engaging in a fight in the early stages of Pochinki, and this time the fight has shifted to Zabawa. So we'll have to see what happens. Star Phantom has an AKM, has an M16, but I mean, you know, the early stages, can he just pop the heads out with that one? That is going to be my question. He has just 5 bandages for himself, so I mean, you see, you can take the fights, but what if your health drops critically low? You cannot be using bandages each and every second. That's going to be one of the things. Futrutsu is so low on health right now. FS Baba is out there. Black is out there, but then are they going to take the fight? Star Monster, ladies and gentlemen, has the Uzi, has 25 bullets right now in his bank. And can he just make the maximum utilization of it? FS Black just goes down as Star Knight was moving in forward. Knight actually leading the charge, and he, with 30 bullets, can just pop each and every one out with that Thompson as... but the factor is that he has level 1 helmet and level 1 vest, so that's going to be something. And for that respect on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, takes down to a player from 2x. That is going to be something. We'll have to see what happens if the fight just keeps on going. But yeah. The major thing is FS Black, he cannot get revived because he is on the other direction.
That is just going to be unfortunate for the guy and unfortunate for squad FS Freestyle as well, as Black has gone down. He has been knocked out in a really bad position. His teammates are quite far away. Star, they are just going to get a free early game kill. But one interesting thing, you should actually go for the finish off, because even you know that his teammates are not going to come in. He is knocked down in a really bad position. He's out in the open, quite exposed. There are roads, and even if you hide any smart player, any player, I think above Diamond is going to realize that that is just a bait, and this is a professional match. So you just need to finish him off and move on, because the next fight is going to be pretty important for you guys as well. And as we say, wasting time in the early game stages, that can actually hamper your performance in the later stages. But this time, Star and FS Freestyle, they are in the northern part of this island, so they will have to rotate towards the left side, the western side of this map, which from the northern side, I think it is just going to be a 3 direction fight at maximum that you are going to have to take.
Yes, and FSC, they are not like properly surrounded, but still they are surrounded from the directions, as 2 players up front, 1 player right next to them, and 1 player kind of at the back. And see, Fime has to get inside the circle, 2x has to get in the zone, Falak has to get in the zone, Aqua, R3D, so many teams, so many names have to get inside the circle right now. But then if there is one team that they can just fight while getting in the circle, it's going to be Bablu, as Bablu is really close to KPK. 247 as well, as 247 has had their drop on Villa, if I'm not wrong, and we'll have to see what happens out for these fights, because for now the fights are looking decent. But what else? Because no one is in Vihar, no one is in Dobromest. If the circle shifts up, all the teams are going to rush to Dobro. If the circle shifts down, all the teams are going to rush to Vihar. So the areas are there, but do they have that, the fighting stance out for themselves? Because teams will be ready, but what Weekendy does, it just plays with those hard shifts of the circle. And right now it's just 50% in the water and 50% on the land. So first circle sometimes feels like the 4th circle, and that pressure just...
it just keeps building up and up and up as you move to the later stages of the game. But the situation, I was wrong, Ocean, the situation is turning around. Star, since they are still sticking around this area, did not decide to get away while they had the chance. FS Freestyle are gonna knock one of their players down. Monster taken out in a bad situation, just like Black was out in the open. The smoke has been popped, but it is not gonna cover anything, as Malik, he is on the first floor with the MBK5 in his hands. And Monster, once again, he is quite exposed. The players from the side of Freestyle, they are gonna have a clear shot on anyone who comes in for the revive. And Monster, he is just hiding behind the tree, because unlike the players from Star, FS, they are gonna go for the finish. As we saw, Malik fires those shots, and as Monster is gonna come out, Futuretsu is just gonna go for the finish straight away. He's not gonna wait for anything. He's not gonna take his chances.
Yeah.
And the kill is gonna be an easy one. One player traded out from both these squads. And look at this, HR Snaker. He is snaking his way in towards those compounds, but that can actually be a bad decision, as he only has one more teammate for the backup. I think Snaker, he's just gonna stick around the periphery, around the outskirts of the city, and just wait and play for information. Basically, he's just gonna try and spot out the players from the enemy team and see if he can see them rotating, if he can see them coming out, and relay that information to his team, who are gonna come in later on and go for the finishes on anyone who survives this duel.
Oh, Star Phantom goes down in the fight, as well as HR Snaker. He is taking an incredible fight against Team Star. We'll have to see what happens, as there are more teams right now out in this area. Zababa is actually becoming a proper area to take the fight in their hands. We'll have to see what it takes with it, as Snaker has also spotted some players. So HR, Star, and FS, three squads out in this area. These three squads, I mean, we can see a squad getting wiped out easily, as Futrutsu also goes down. Some smokes being popped up on the road area, just so that, you know, the teams can have their rotation, can have their movements, because the movement, as soon as they go for the movement, that is how soon they can go for the kills. As you can see, Snake has moved. He's moving in forward. He has to spot the players, and once he spots the players, I think he can just take the players down. Right now, he's just moving in. He is trying to go to the stairs area, because that is going to be the area where the players are going to be. The players, look at this, Malik has landed downside right now. That is a really good strategy by this guy, because if he had stayed there, he would have been spotted. But still, Malik cannot just move in the open, because the players are right at the top of him. Once they actually spot him, they're going to take him down. Malik, he has to take the DVB. He has to stay out there. He has spotted the players. He has spotted the players. He has spotted the players, but does not give enough shots right now. I mean, he shot at the players, but they were not at that particular area. But look at that, Adnan takes down Malik, and this just leaves Baba. Takes down Baba. I spoke too soon, but it's just one player remaining for himself, for his team right now. Adnan, revivals are gonna come. One player surviving from FS. One player out there that is keeping 16 teams alive. If this player goes down, the counter is going to come to 15, and he does not have any helmet right now. He does not have any much healings. I mean, he can go for healings with those two bandages. His vest is almost broken. How long can he keep this fight going? How long can he just keep the fight, the fighting spirit for themselves, for the team right now, as HR wants to move in forward. HR wants to end the team FS right now. One guy surviving. Can he clutch a 1v3, 1v4 without any healings, without any more boosters, without any health, as he has less health, and a grenade comes in. Grenade actually pops out. He throws a smoke of his own just to distract the teams. The Molotov was a bit short, but one guy out here. He gets a helmet from the outside as Snaker moves in. Adnan is on the other side of the building. Snaker does a Molotov, but they still are not spotting the player right now. They spot the player. They know the location. They know the exact thing. He was about to get his feet in the Molotov right now, but still saves the day for him. He is just barely surviving. Wants to go out. Goes out to the other house. I think they know that the player has dropped out, and yes, they know it. They saw him. Yeah, they saw him, but as of now, he is still safe. Now they are good with the location. They know where the location of this player is, but he is moving. Now the movement is in the open. Now there are no covers. There are the covers of rocks only, and he actually barely makes it to the cover. 24 health taken down. He is down to 30 HP right now. Can he take the fight? Can he take the fight? Yes, he's taking the fight, but will that be enough, as he has two squads on either side, and Snaker takes this one. Freestyle gets eliminated, but 247 Moth has an AWM for himself in the bank.
Yeah, AWM with the 4x, that's definitely going to be a good thing on any map, because AWM, it's not a gun, it's a responsibility. And did they take it? Why is Gaming coming now over here? I think he's just coming to pick up the stuff his teammate left behind. But talking about things that are being left behind, Falak, they are going to be in trouble, as KPK Gaming, they have control of the compounds. Falak, Figlet, he is going to heal up, but the player is in the same compound. Where is he? Is he sitting on the first floor? He has been cornered. Clone cooking up that nade. If that one hits, Viper is going to be be in trouble. The players charging and Piglet knocked down again, but Viper is going to be taken down as Respect with the G36C is going to go finish his job. And now FTF on the other hand, they are going to be in trouble. KPK Gaming lost one player already. 3 versus 4 situation. Can they come out of this one as well? 3 versus 3 situation. Respect, Figlet and Cyclone. Can they take this fight? Where are the other players from KPK Gaming? Where did they just go? They were not anywhere close to the fight, but I think they are going for a wraparound. I think they are going for the sandwich on this one, and that can actually work out as one of the players from the side of Falak. He was taken out quite far away from his team, Wizard, and he is not going to get a revive, but baiting him out is not going to do anything. You need to go for the finish and start taking the fight with an actual team of 3 players that's in front of you. And as I say that, Blaze is going to finish Wizard with that Uzi in his hands, and the SMGs are just gonna get the job done this time around. And now the players, they are regrouped from the side of KPK Gaming. Blaze, he is charging up ahead close to the window. Playing for the information is gonna be the key to winning this fight. Whoever spots out the other one first is gonna know how to engage in this one. Piglet, he has the flank, and talking about flanks, H2E Dread behind that rock is gonna spot out Fime sneak out in the open, and he's gonna be in trouble as the kill can be stolen. But Bablu Pikachu is gonna get the kill. Bablu is here. Bablu, they are quite close. This can be a party in these compounds as KPK is going up against Falak, H2E. They know they are waiting for this fight to end to charge in, and Bablu is out in the distance. So even they might have heard these shots and they can come in at any moment. But for that, we will have to wait. We will definitely have to wait, as none of these teams, not KPK, not Falak, none of them are actually being too aggressive, because being too aggressive can actually be a bad thing, and it can cost you a lot of good position points in these fights. So now the Cold War has started, as it should be. Clone from the other end, he has taken a lot of damage. I think that was H2E coming into the play, and the shots were fired already. Clone dropping down to 50% health is gonna hide himself, is gonna heal up, and now they are sandwiched already. Falak, the shots being fired through the window, not gonna connect with anyone, as Blaze moved into the other room, moved into the kitchen area, and is gonna be quite safe. But now, once again, the rotation needs to happen, and it needs to happen now. Flicker is going to trade down Bablu Danny as Fime. They come in contact with Bablu and the trades are happening. Pikachu is going to trade down Flicker, and Fime has lost 2 players already. Motu and Flicker, they have been taken down. 2 versus 4 situation. They are not going to survive. The 2 kills are going to be Bablu's, and no one is going to take that. Danny, he needs the revive, because as we know, Danny is one of those key players in the team. Every single time he goes down, things sort of become hard for the side of Bablu, and they have to slow down the pace. It is that amazing entry fragger from their side who goes in first without any fear in his eyes and goes for the knocks on his opponents.
I just love what those guys actually do. They wanted to loot 2 crates. They use smoke on each and every individual crate. So that is just an amazing strategy by their team. Coming back to this fight right now, HR versus 247. You can see the fight is happening. The players from HR is just 1 player remaining. Can 247 just go for it? Snaker takes down 1 out here. Snaker, the lone survivor, is still taking the fight. He's taking down 2. Snaker, can he go for a 1v4? He has taken down 2 players right now. 18 bullets, reloads it. He is down to 35, and he just wipes another one. 4 kills in his bag right now. Is going for a revive with 35 bullets. Can he just pull off a miracle, as he is ready for a 1v4? He has done a 1v2 right now. TPP, and a pre-fire just coming in. And right now, with 40 bullets, he takes down the 3rd as well. Can he, or can he not do a 1v4? Once again, a question in my mind right now. He is down to 20 HP. Really bad. Straight takes a 1v4 in his hands. Incredible gameplay by this guy. What has he done right now? This was more than impossible, and he just pulled off a 1v4. What?
Yeah, and in the pressurable situation as well, because his teammates were knocked down right behind him, and he was like, all right, let's do this. It's a YOLO play coming in, and that was one of those situations wherein YOLO plays can actually work out for you. Because even if you die, what was the best option? You couldn't have run away. There is just open ground all around you, and running away in open ground, that is just basically committing suicide.
Yeah, I mean that's like one way that the game actually just goes out of your hands, and that should not happen. Meanwhile, you guys can see this is Star versus H2E. What's gonna happen as Star Crypto and Star Knight are out in the open. Star Crypto and Star Knight are just, they're trying to take the fights. They want those fights, as Falak is also out there, and Fugler has taken down one player, KPK Eraser. Respect is also taken down as well. This is looking really bad for Fulak, but as Fulak is trying to charge in, what's gonna happen? Fugler is low on health right now. Clone has been taken down. Will it be a 1v4? Another 1v4 coming in as Blaze is looking really good for a fight. Blaze, can he just go for it? Fugler with just 10-ish HP, he is taking up a fight with Fugler and Blaze. Both the guys are out there. Are they gonna go for the revives? I think so. That will be a better choice, but Blaze is ready for a fight. Blaze is ready for a movement, but he should be yes, he should be reviving right now. It's two players in the same house, different teams, reviving their players. But what's gonna happen once they go for a fight as a revives?
Here's the difference. The two players from this from the other squad, Falak, they were quite low, and on the other side, KPK Gaming, the players were quite healthy. So if you are not getting the heals done properly in time, and as I say that, Figlis is just going to charge in on the first floor. The shots were fired, but the damage was not that much as he would have liked. Blaze was still at 50% health. He's going to heal up. 75% health coming in, but H2E, they are charging in on the players of Star, and Bablu is here in the compounds next door. This is going to be a 4 versus 2 situation, and these squads need to run away. They need to run away now, as Falak is just going to abandon this entire conflict and try and run away. Bablu, are they going to let this happen? Are they going to let those two players survive, or are they going to go for the hunt? KPK Gaming, they have been conquered. It is just Hamza and Blaze on that first floor, and as we know, Bablu, they are just going to charge in. Danny, like always, the entry fragger for the team, is going to go in first. The two players split up. Danny is going to be taken down, but the finish off is not going to be there. Just Tyrant is going to charge in for his teammate, but the revive should come in at time. He has the Uzi, but it is going to be the two players peeking at the same time. Tyrant goes for the peek, drops the damage on one. The other one is going to peek up as well. Tyrant still pretty healthy, goes for the drop shot. Good, prones down, takes down one, jumps down on the ground floor. The other players are coming, and that's just going to be KPK Gaming and Falak being taken out of this game. Oh
the
boy.
Kings are back! The Kings are back! The Kings are back! That's what they just showed out here. Incredible gameplay coming in. 6 kills already, and they have the capabilities of turning that single-digit number to a double-digit number. And I think they are going to go for it as they took an impressive fight. But look at this. Fugler is just one solo survivor right in the next house. Has Bablu spotted him as well? That is my question, because if they did, they are just going to know about it. They are just going to go for it. They are just going to see the fights that are going to happen out there, and they are just going to take the fights in their hands. And Bablu goes as on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, is trying to see Pikachu. The Molotov's on Pikachu. Pikachu's Molotov actually just dropped down here, and that's going to be the end of Pikachu if not revived in the early stage. I think that is going to be the end. That was something that just happened. But look at this. Fulak's player, one single player surviving, 10 HP grenade. A Molotov comes in but is on the other side right now, and we'll have to see what happens out here. And you can see Falak quickly, so many grenades, so many throwables just coming in out there, so many things that are just limiting Falak's player to move out. They lost Pikachu right now, but all they got is 1 kill, and that is going to be the end of Team Falak out here. 11 teams surviving, 36 players still remaining. What is going to happen out in these fights? Bablu, they just had an impressive comeback, but can they keep the momentum going?
Yeah, can they keep the momentum going? Can they get the chicken dinner for themselves in this game as well? And I think knowing this squad, watching them for some time, I think it's been 6 months since I've been watching them play. They are definitely going to go for this one, and it is exactly going to be like the last one. Danny, he is out of the armor, but he is going to trade off with one of the dead players. So from 100% damage on his armor, he goes down to 50% damage on the armor, which is still a little bit better, but not the kind of situation he would want himself in, since Danny is always the first person who goes in, who is going to be the man and he knows going in that he is going to be knocked down. And imagine, Ocean, the level of trust that you have in your teammates, that you go in, you make sure that you take all the bullets out of your enemy's clips into your own body, and you trust your teammates to charge in at the right moment, stop them from finishing you, and go for the kills. That is exactly how Danny plays this, and that is exactly what Bablu do. Danny is always going to be the bullet magnet for the team, and they somehow still managed to keep him alive to the later stages of the game. Talking about things in the later stages, the Groza, the level 3 armor, helmet, backpack, and the adrenaline syringe. All of those things can be really, really useful. And Bablu, they have already only lost Pikachu till now, so still the 3 people in this game are alive. And Pikachu, again, is actually a pretty good player, is one of the heavy fraggers in this tournament. But on the other side, talking about the other teams, it is going to be H2E being spotted by the players from the side of R3D and Dezo. Izo has cornered old boy out in the open. That is such a bad situation to be in. Your car's blown up. You are hiding behind the rock. Your teammates have no way of coming in towards you. Talking about this guy. All right. Predator is back. He is the only man surviving for the side of Fime. So, Fime, they are in a really bad situation in this game. Still 11 teams remaining. 21-minute mark has been met. 35 people alive. Predator, you need to go full passive, bro. Because otherwise, if you are found out by anyone, you are going to be taken down. And this has to be a slow game for Predator
look
from
at this,
now
look
on.
at this, look at this. R3D, they are just charging in on the team right now. But can they take the fight against H2E? As you can see, yes, they can. No, they can't. One player has been taken down out there. Joker and Easy, your 2 players, Walker and Anubis, are moving in forward, taking the TPP. But look at this, H2 Esports is just trying to go and obliterate them, as one of their players has also been taken down in the fight right now. What's gonna happen? Walker going for a flag against the tractor. Can he just take it? Can he just take it? 1 HP! 1 HP by the guy, and Gamer X just does it. He just ends them. He just obliterates them. R3 just moved in, but then Aqua, the team that was out there for the fights, the team that just wanted the fight. Look at them. The grenade, the grenade, the grenade, the grenade, charging it. Will it go, will it go, will it go? It blasts and takes out some part of their health, but then that is going to be something. That was the only damage done out there. Hamza wants to move in forward, moving in, moving out, takes down 1 player as well. Aqua is on another level right now. How are they playing this good today? That is a thing out there. Just look at that, because their gameplay is just different from all other games, and that is going to be the end of one squad that Aqua just does. How? That was impressive. First game impressive, second game much more impressive. They're out of their world right now.
Yeah, they are out of their world. I don't know what is happening away. Aqua, they are putting up amazing numbers on the board, but we still have to see, can they take more fights? Because going on in the later stages, Weekendy actually becomes really, really weird, and in those situations you have to pull out something special, do something special to come out on top. But now, talking about something special, it's going to be Bablu going up against Diffuse Tyrant. He has been taken down. Can Bablu survive this 2 versus 5? And yes, they can, as Ghost was taken down, but Danny actually managed to turn the entire situation into a 1v1, and Hani is looking to spot out Ghost, but Ghost somehow survives. Danny going for the revive on Tyrant, and if he actually gets this one done, Hani is going to be in trouble. Diffuse is going to be in trouble, and I think Tyrant is going to come back soon. But on the other side, Honey is going to go for a revive on his own teammate. 2 players from the side of Diffuse, they are still beating out. Honey once again was the only man standing. So Bablu, they need to go for the rush, and they need to go for it now, as the players are slowly and steadily beating out. Insane is just going to die in front of the eyes of his teammates, as the players from the side of Diffuse actually come back into this game. Tyrant is back, Tyrant is healthy, and he is going to charge in towards this entire squad with an Uzi in hand. Smoke in front of him, the vision has been blocked. Ghost is back on his feet, back to 75% health. 3 versus 3 situation. Honey takes a lot of damage, drops down to 50% health, goes to the first floor of that house, has been damaged a lot.
Look at this is
switching to FPP.
Yeah, incredible. The wider field of view that Tyrant can get, that is one thing that he is going for. Bablu Ghost has been spotted on the other side. He has been taken down. Sahir is taking the fights out here. Diffuse Hani goes down. Diffuse Sahir goes down. Tyrant with that FPP switch is wreaking havoc right now. Diffuse official gets eliminated. Bablu once again making it out in an incredible way. 8 teams remaining. Airdrop number 5 has an MK14. I think the team that gets it, they can actually take amazing fights, but still, Bablu will be there to stop them if anything. But I want to see where is Fine Predator right now, because the circle shift was something impressive, and how is he just moving in the circle? Like Fine Predator, the solo survivor. But on the other hand, look at this. Bablu Tyrant spotting out one more team. They did some damage, but right now, the team is safe.
Yeah, the team is definitely going to be safe, and Babu still with 3 players alive on the other side. F to do Umair. He's going to be caught out by the players of the side of FTF, and they are just going to charge in. Mafia, he is still standing. Umair was the only man that was taken out. And Bablu, they go in on that fight as well, as Ghost spots out the players from the side of FTF out in the open, and he just starts firing instantly. Is that the first response that Bablu has for everything? Fire first, ask questions later, think about where you are later. First, you need to take out the guy in front of you. Like, what is this team doing? You are out in the open.
This
Why
team,
take the fight?
you are asking what is this team doing? I'll tell you, this team is playing the game that they are known for. That is
Yeah.
what this team is doing right now.
It's scary. The game they are known for is scary.
It's what the game actually provides you. You need to bring out the maximum kills, and that's one thing. Look at this Tyrant has spotted one more player, goes for it. 2x in a bit of trouble right now. 2x the players can go down, but Bablu has lost 2 players right now. Fine Predator Whitey does a 1v2 on 2 players of Bablu. How is he doing it? But then is he close enough, or what's gonna happen? Grenade comes in, it can take down Danny out here, does some damage out there, but will the revive come in? What's gonna happen? Fine Predator moving in forward, ladies and gentlemen, gets shot from the left hand side. Tyrant versus Fine Predator. What's gonna happen? Tyrant with an Uzi in his hands as the players are going down. 2x official gets eliminated. Revives is coming in, but will it be enough? One more throwable, one more Molotov, one more grenade can change everything. Predator on the right does a smoke, on the left does a smoke, on his behind does a smoke. Now he wants to move in. One more smoke in his hands, is going for a painkiller. Tyrant and goes 2 players. Low toss smoke coming in from Tyrant. Incredible mind presence by these players right now. Even Predator has an Uzi, but uses a G30 2 players moving in. Uzi on his hands, and that is going to be the end of 5 as Bablu Tyrant is on a pure domination, ladies and gentlemen. 3 kills by this player, but by the game ends, he can just double that number in an instance.
Bablu is
12
still sitting
kills.
at 12 kills in total. Like, they do not want the chicken dinner. They just want to kill as many people as they can before they are taken out. Bablu is still surviving with 2 players in this game. Gaming Hub is there with 4 kills and 4 players. Aqua is there as well, 4 kills and 3 players. They started the game with 3 players, so that is fine for them. F2D Esports, 3 players, 4 kills. And HR is there with just 1 guy. Down to the top 5 teams, and Bablu is leading the charge. And can Aqua get a second chicken dinner for themselves? That is going to be the question on everyone's mind. But
It's like-
that last play by Predator, that was actually pretty ballsy and pretty incredible from the guy. Like, Bablu is one of the best known squads so far, and he charged on them 1 versus 3, took down one guy,
Ghost
almost
is
killed the
out.
other.
Ghost has been finished. 1 player from Bablu remaining. What's gonna happen as players are on the each and every side? Bablu Tyrant, look at this. The grenades are popping and the grenades are really, really close to Bablu Tyrant. He cannot go like this. He should not be going like this. GH Adil, he knows that there is a player, and if you can pressurize Bablu as much as you can, that is gonna be the best strategy out here. Bablu Tyrant is still inside the circle. Can he pull up a 1v4 out here? Is my question. Gaming Hub in a really good scenario out there. We'll have to see what happens out in this scenario, in this situation. But then on the other hand is Bablu Tyrant, a smoke on his back end. How is he gonna play this one? His cards will be his cards, but how is he gonna show his cards? Team HR, 1 single player outside the circle, still outside the circle. Is he going for a heal battle, or is he going to move in? 7 circle, 28 plus minutes into the game, ladies and gentlemen. What is gonna happen? Gaming Hub, Aqua, F2D, 4-3-3 players remaining. Bablu with a solo player. HR outside the circle. Now I think he is just going for a heal battle and trying to make inside the circle. Spots on 1 player, and he is gonna go down by the play zone. GH Adil, he is gonna focus his attention solely to Team Bablu right now. A player of Bablu, not even the team. The team is not surviving. Team Bablu's player Tyrant has 8 first aids ready for each and every scenario. If he wants to go for a heal battle, he can go for a heal battle. If he wants to go for good fights, he can go for a good fight. Aqua Fandy on the other hand gets a grenade on his hands, and that was impressive by this guy, landing all the shots on the head. That was just amazing. But then we'll have to see what happens as F2D is also charging in slowly and steadily. Aqua Hamza is going for a fight right now, but Aqua Fandy has been taken down. GH Adil goes for it, takes down Aqua Hamza with 1 spray. Oh my god, that was bad. That was bad. Fandy will go down because you should not be blasting the gas can in front of you. That is literally next to you. It takes your HP down to 20 HP. That was a bad decision by Aqua.
And with that, Aqua is going to be eliminated. They have a really high probability of taking this game for themselves. All 4 players alive, 7 kills on them for now. Gaming up, all 4. F2D Esports, 3 players in the game. And Bablu is still in the top 3 with 12 kills on them now, but just 1 guy in there. And it is the man, it is the mastermind himself, Tyrant. He's still hiding, still being passive inside the circle. Can he survive? Covers himself with smoke. The players from side of F2D, they are charging in. Talal, he is right next to Tyrant, and if he actually blind fires, he might actually catch him off guard. Tyrant should know. Talal right behind him with the M249 in his hands. This can be so brutal. Bablu, you need to pop. Tyrant, you need to pop more smokes. And inside the smokes, catches him inside the smoke. Bablu is going to be eliminated. As I said, shots coming in can actually catch them off guard, and I think he spotted the feet of Tyrant.
Alright, but then what's gonna happen? As you can see, F2D Esports and Gaming Hub, 3 players from one side, 3 players from and 4 players from the other side. One of them needs a revival. Gaming Hub, can it be their comeback gameplay? The gameplay that we just needed out there. What's gonna happen? 47, really close to Adil right now. If Adil just spots him, it's gonna be the end game. He is going for the peak shots out there, but then Molotov's is on him. Molotov is on him. Molotov is on him right now, doing the damage out for himself, and that gives the time for 47 to move and charge out, but that's not going to be enough as it's just 1 player remaining, and the chicken dinner comes in. Gaming Hub, and they had an impressive game by themselves.